Today is the 24th. You have April, and it's Bagalamukhi. And this is Bagalamukhi's yantra. Little hard to see it nicely. This is another yantra. Everything's just so detailed but so small. So I took a picture just so you could see what it was. It's got the Bagalamukhi mantra there also. So Bagalamukhi is just noted for protecting people from bad things. But generally the people, they just see it like some material thing. But these two yantras, this is Brihaspati's yantra, and then this is Bagalamukhi's yantra. These two, I was repairing the in the temple of Radha Damodar, I was repairing Jayadev Goswami's, myself and my wife were there. Jayadev Goswami's samadhi. So as we were repairing it, the people were knocking things down. So one day I come in and they pretty well got everything done. And I saw these two pieces of copper. And I said, oh, those two pieces of copper, they must have been using it to take off cement and everything. Because it was just, because they were, they were damaged. They weren't flat, they were damaged. And I said, oh, I'll just take those two home because they were in the trash. And they were just about to be taken out. So when I got home, I said, oh, this is a great thing to pick up trash with. So, as I was about to pick up some trash, Narmada Didi, she stopped me and says, wait a minute, those are yantras, Shonaka. I said, oh my gosh. So then I understood those are the yantras that were placed in the samadhi, the Pushpa samadhi of Jayadev Goswami, which was already, for sure, when Krishna Balaram from Radha Damodar started looking at the markings and everything, he says for sure the samadhi was placed here more than 350 years ago. Of course, Jayadev Goswami was even before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. He was like the one calling him, like preparing the way for him. So, out of this, I got the two little yantras, and I got the feet. The feet right there were touched by, so many people for 350 years. And they told me they couldn't use it anymore because it was just crumbling. So I said, okay, I'll take it to my house. Or my ashram, let's put it that way. So I'm glad to have them here. And also I'm glad because I can worship Bagalamukhi as somebody was worshiping something that was, very sacred to Jayadev Goswami. I don't know how he was thinking about it or anything like that, but I know I can do that. So today it really is nice because today is like the day I worship the feminine, because this is Friday. And also it's Astami and it's Bagalamukhi's day. So I was very happy. I said, I'll just put her in there and give her a bath and everything. I call this the Holy Family. The one right in the middle is actually a Varaha Shaligram. And then, there's a Damodar Shaligram right there. And the other one is a Govardhan Shila. And that's Radhika. So, Krishna, Radha, and the kid, Varaha. Yeah, Varaha. So today is that day that they get their worship and everything. As I'm doing puja, I'm in a different world than the world of the pujaris here in Vrindavan who have been brought up being pujaris. I'm in a different world. Srila Prabhupada, when he came, and it came to a point where he was going to ask Krishna to come in his deity form. So he said, talking to Krishna, I am calling you on behalf of me because I know they will mistreat you. So in other words, he says, I'll take it all on my head, all the mistreatment they give you, but I am calling you and you have to come. Most devotees wouldn't see that as such an important statement, but I see it as a super statement. It is not the protection given by the Brahmanas here in Vrindavan, but I'm protected. And sometimes I even just tell the deity, I'm sorry, you're where I'm going to deposit my garbage. And that is true. I am going to purify myself and depart, say goodbye to some garbage of mine, and it'll fall on top of them. Because as you pour milk and honey and sugar and yogurt on these deities, as that's being done in ghee, that removes the sins that are upon the deity, but it also removes many of the sins of yours. So I'm depositing my garbage. I'm supposed to be loving the deity, I know, but I'm depositing my garbage. They are a via medium to get this body purified. Of course, also Prabhupada has pointed out that just puja purifies. You can get purified just puja, but only kirtan, sankirtan, preaching, gives strength. So you can be getting so much purification, but the purification is not worth anything if you don't go out and preach and solidify it and make it strong. So, yes, I'm dumping my garbage on you. Sorry, the Holy Family, Bagalamukhi. But I'm in a different world. The pujaris here, if they're, of course, under the direction of Srila Prabhupada, they've got the same protection too. But his mood, his intimate, like really intimate mood with Krishna is different. You can point out so many movements and so many people preaching so nicely, this, that, and the other. But his approach, his mood, and what he gave those that want to follow him is different. Maybe the others don't need it, but I certainly do need it. So I wouldn't move, not even nothing away from him. I'd be lost. So I will, with all my heart, worship your Bagalamukhi. And just to keep everything in line, I'll put Brihaspati down here too. You can't, I don't think you can even make out, but he's standing right there, Brihaspati. On this side and on this side, there are symbols. There's 9 square symbols on each side. And those 9 square symbols, those are the different demigods that are being worshipped. And also corresponding to the 9 planetary systems. So, of course, his is Jupiter. So there's Brihaspati and Bagalamukhi, and we'll start the puja in a minute. I just wanted to introduce you to them, and of course to know the origin of them. If it was anything like some, a Devi worship or anything like that, I certainly would not be doing it. But because it's in relationship with such a great saint like Jayadev Goswami and Padmavati, his wife, then I have no, qualms about it. I definitely will worship Bagalamukhi. As much as possible, I'll give my heart to her, because I know she can help me. The other thing that's pointed out here too is that Jayadev Goswami, he actually, I know he was bringing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, attention to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, preparing everything, but he was a low profile person. So while he was here, he would go to the Yamuna and sing and compose songs. But you hear nothing of it. He lived here. Him and Padmavati lived here. So not only did they live in the Navadvip area, and then they moved to Jagannath Puri on the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but also they lived here in Vrindavan. And there was a temple, because his deity, Radha Madhava, was in a temple, and that temple was near Radha Damodar. But the enthusiasm in that temple dropped, and the deities were not being taken care of, so those deities were given to Radha Damodar. Exactly the same as Vrindavan Chandra of Krishnadas Kaviraj. They were given over to Radha Damodar because of the lack of people to help support. So it was a pretty big community of people following Jayadev Goswami here in Vrindavan. And it's just a shame you don't hear of any songs that he wrote while he was here. Yeah. Jai Bagalamukhi, Jai. Jai Brihaspati and the Holy Family. Okay, I'll get to my my trash dumping. No, I'm gonna get to my snan. My worship. Yeah, my snan, my worship of my beloved little deities there. Yeah. And they are beloved. Okay. I hope and if you do devotional service in the right mood, in the right manner, you don't have to tell the deity, oh, protect me. You don't have to say something like that. So I'm not, in effect, asking Bagalamukhi, oh, could you please protect me from all the evil things that may happen to me? No. I just worship Bagalamukhi. And I'm actually very happy. I'm feeling like I'm, how did they ever come into my hands? They were in the trash, the cement breaking and the stone breaking and everything, and it was bound to be thrown out after the day was over. So I'm feeling very, very happy that they're here and I'm able to worship them. Brihaspati Bagalamukhi ki jai. I mean, what other two great guides? You know, what other two great guides? I don't know so much about Bagalamukhi, but if somebody does know and sees a reason in why Jayadev Goswami had that worship of her. I mean, Brihaspati, everybody will worship the Guru. Yeah. That yantra there is actually called Sri Gurudev Yantra. The Brihaspati one over here is called Sri Gurudev Yantra. Right in Sanskrit is written that. I couldn't get the translator to translate what's Bagalamukhi because every little piece, you know, it's just full of letters. It's like, and it keeps on telling me to separate the letters, but my Lord, I mean, like, come on, give me a break. That's so small. Look at that. How somebody was able to do that, make that, and make it so small and so nice. Remember, this is it's 350 years old. This isn't done, you know, by AI. Yeah. Amazing. Okay. It's just too bad I can't get an amazing shot of Brihaspati. Let me see. I may have a Brihaspati shot here. No. See? Yeah, that's Brihaspati, but you can't see it. This square right here, with the 9 little squares in it, and that square also, those denote the 9 planetary systems and how they're related to Brihaspati, both of these. And the small little mantra down here at the bottom, it says it's the Guru mantra, but it didn't give a good translation. I'll see if in this description I can get something out of it, because it is a nice one. And yeah, you can see him. There he is. Yeah, you can see him. Just barely see him. Yeah. This is Brihaspati. Gurudev, Jai Brihaspati. Okay, Brihaspati, please you protect it, and you please follow the way Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada approached Krishna, because if you don't, all my worship will just go bad. Yeah. I think it's a cow. I think it's a cow that's in back of him. Trying to figure it out. It's just amazing how they do these things. At least he's got a smile. Brihaspati, thank you for your smile. Yeah, thank you for your smile, Brihaspati.